You are listening to Living That Life podcast. Subscribe on iTunes and at youtube.com Living That Life for amazing travel videos. View discretion is advised.
Oh, what is up, P? Hoes, check it. We just here in the airport. Welcome to the layover podcast. I have 2 hours here layover in Seoul, Korea, as usual. On the way back to Thailand for the third year straight. About to approach 3 years since we quit our jobs and moved out to Thailand. So I have 2 hours here, and I got some coffee here, and I just wanted to turn the record button on and bang out some frequently asked questions that I've been getting a lot in the comments from friends and from family, and just in Joe Rogan style, just keep the mic on and just talk about whatever, talk about some stuff. So feel free to hang out if you just want to hang out with me here in the airport and hear some of the frequently asked questions I've gotten. So first of all, this would be a live stream, but here's my YouTube live is still blocked because yeah, it's blocked because of the second cockfighting part 2. Yeah, I guess it got but so let's just jump right into it. People, the most common question that I got was like, are you excited to go back? That was the most common question that I got from people back home. Are you excited to go back? Which basically means, right, like, you guys are still enjoying this? Like, you guys are, they're just checking in. Are you guys still enjoying it? And yeah, it was, honestly, it was 5 weeks was perfect being back home. We were excited to come back home, and now we're excited to get back to Bangkok. We did 1 month there in June, and we're very excited to go back. We got a Airbnb there, really excited to get back into the CrossFit grind and cafe grind. And something that I said to my friends, it's like, if you follow me on Snapchat, you know that last week I worked in a cafe 5 days a week, all of last week. So that's what I was doing there. So I'm going to be just doing the exact same thing in Bangkok. And the thing I said, I was like, we're going to do the exact same thing that we were doing in Seattle, working in cafes, doing the freelance, independent style, but it's going to be half the price, twice as interesting, and twice as fun on the weekends. So, like, we're going back because this is our job. We're still building our business. We still are living out there to put more money, in order to put more money into our business. We're living half the price that it would be in Seattle for like a downtown studio apartment. So really, really excited to go back. Like, very, very excited now. I'm still a little bit high from the edibles I took on the plane and a little bit sleepy, but really, really excited to get back and just get back to the grind. I have a lot of things to do with the Amazon business and the YouTube business and the information product business. I just have a lot to do, so I'm excited just to get to the cafes or co-working space, whatever we choose, and just grind every day. Get back to that balanced lifestyle. Work out every day, on the laptop every day, good food every day. Just continuing it, man. And so that goes with another common question that I get. Are you ever coming home? I guess maybe some people might be wondering that. Are we ever coming home? They'll be like, are you ever coming home? And, you know, all I can say is, you know, we really love what we're doing. This was our dream, literally, and we're doing it. 3 years ago, you know, August 2014, this was literally our dream, just to have an income online, just to be making a few grand a month online. to be able to travel. That was our main goal, just to be able to travel. And we're doing it now, just to be able to live in Thailand and just chill. So I don't see us settling down in America, if that's what you want to call it, anytime soon. I want to take this traveling thing full time, especially this travel YouTube channel. I want to take it full time, meaning making a full-time income just from YouTube. Now, of course, we make a full-time Southeast Asia traveling income from our Amazon business, but I want to make just this YouTube full-time. And that brings me to the next subject I wanted to get into this podcast is people ask me, what's next for this channel? What is next for this channel? So it's kind of my thoughts at this point. I need to figure out the best way to take this channel full time, and that means monetizing the channel in the best way possible. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. And that goes hand in hand with finding out what your audience wants to learn and gain from you most. So two of the most common questions I get are about Amazon or living in Chiang Mai. So the first way I am currently monetizing the channel is through my Amazon coaching / video instructional course. That is monetizing the channel a little bit. It's not as much as our Amazon business, obviously, but it has allowed me to hire some freelance editors to edit a lot of vlogs. That allowed me to get 20 daily vlogs edited on our Dubai, India, Spain, Colombia trip. So, but I think I need to focus more on the videos that are gonna make me money. And build the channel the fastest and most efficient. So I think I'm gonna try to do more focused videos, kind of like the last video I just did, this Chiang Mai versus Bangkok versus Saigon one. You know, very specific type guide videos, kind of like a la Passport Heavy style, how Jabril and them do the guides, travel guides to every city. Cost of living, things to expect, blah, 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 blah. So I want to do more of that stuff, more organized, dedicated videos. Not every video is going to be organized and perfect. There's still going to be your occasional mediocre videos as usual, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I need to just rethink the strategy and figure out what's the best way to grow it to get it to that full-time level. And figuring out what the audience wants to learn most. So a question for you guys is, like, let's say you could sit down with me for 30 minutes or an hour. What questions would you ask me? What do you want to know most? What are your struggles? What issues are you dealing with? Another way to think about it is, let's say there was a ebook for sale, like a $10 ebook or something. What would you want that to be about if I were to offer one on my channel? Again, what are your struggles? What are you trying to do? What do you want to learn from me? Because the really cool thing is a lot of you guys are obviously here watching this video on this channel because you're looking for something like this. You may be looking to do exactly what I'm doing in a next year or in a couple years or in 3 years, because that's exactly what I did. I started watching YouTube in my apartment and I was like, all right, Johnny, Jabril, these guys working from their laptop, chilling in Thailand and around the world, taking trips all the time. That's exactly what I want to do. So I know a lot of you guys are watching this for the exact same reason, which is really, really cool. So I want to focus on, helping people as efficiently as possible to get towards where they want. There's a comment I remember. It's like, bro, why are you promoting people quitting their jobs? Why are you promoting this lifestyle? It's like, and some people comment on the Krista Freelancer's videos, and it's like, no one is promoting this lifestyle. People watch this channel because they're already looking for it. So we are just providing our experience and letting you guys know, in a nutshell, it's not that crazy. You can do it if you want. No one's advocating quitting your job. I mean, if you quit your job, obviously you thought it through and it's the right thing for you. All we can do is tell our stories and say, hey, like, I'm out here doing it. That's all we're doing, is we're sharing the experience. And I really, really thank the other YouTubers that did that. Johnny, Jabril, like I said, those were the main two ones. And yeah, so just to show you a couple cool questions. Oh yeah. So, oh yeah, a kid, another kid I wanted to, oh yeah, by the way, Joe Rogan, we saw Joe Rogan in Seattle the other night, and it was awesome. So make sure you follow me on Snapchat, and you can actually go to my other channel. Link is in the description, and I post all my Snapchat stories. I know it's kind of crazy, but I do Snapchat a lot. I've been doing it, even Snapchatting a lot, even before I YouTubed. So you can go check out the Snapchat behind the scenes of Joe Rogan, and just my Joe Rogan rant really quick. Like, he got me into podcasting. Like, Joe Rogan is one of my top 5 people, like, ever. So, you know, shout out to Joe Rogan and everyone that follows. Like, yeah, see, we were at Joe Rogan there, boom. So yeah, this is kind of a long form Joe Rogan podcast type. There we are, just hanging out with you guys, surfing the web, kind of like Joe Rogan does, but like, it's everything that resonates with me. Like, here we go. Philosophy, comedy, science, 3 of my favorite subjects. That's why I love the Joe Rogan podcast. Been following it for 4+ years. So yeah, I definitely want to take this channel towards, I want to do more podcasts. I'm going to keep doing that, you know, forever. It's just what I love doing. I love traveling and I love recording. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing this, like, forever, probably. Like, is this not the dream job? Travel and make money. You know, eventually, if this is what I love, so I'm going to keep doing it, and eventually it'll get to the point where you can get sponsors to sponsor your podcast, sponsor your videos. And of course, you can have your own products. That's the real way to do it, is to build your own brand. I could build a line of merchandise. Like, I already have the Living That Life shirts. What if I came out with hats? And, you know, you just slowly go. So I'm really not in no rush. We're still young. We're still in our 20s. And we're not in any rush at all. We're not in a rush to see every country right away. We're kind of keeping it chill. We're going back to Bangkok, a city we've been in before, this month, because we're going to focus on our business, #1. When we go to a new city, we tend to be tempted to do more of the tourist stuff. So productivity tends to go a little bit down when you go to a new city. So this month is just grind month. So super excited to get back to that. Excited about our new location too, really close to the BTS. Anyways, guys, just chilling with my homies here in the Korea airport. All right, what else do we got? I recently posted some Reddit AMAs. So let's just keep going on with this. Why not walk around? Maybe for some people that don't even know who I am. Someone says, what kind of business do you run? I sell stuff on Amazon. How's life in Southeast Asia? Follow me on Snapchat and check out my whole channel. I have 300 videos. 300 plus videos on this channel and over 3 million views. So, like, obviously I'm ranting and getting off subject here all the time, but this is just a Joe Rogan type podcast. I was watching some videos with a friend back home in Seattle, and he's like, whoa, bro, you have 300 videos? And it made me realize, like, I have the base content to get people to stay. Like, there's hours and hours. You could watch all my videos for, it would take you like a week. It's like a full couple seasons of travel. So I have that base content set. Now I need to focus on more targeted type videos in order to build the tribe as efficiently as possible, like I was saying earlier. I already have the base content. Now I need to focus on how to build the tribe. Like Passport Heavy. Like, they came out with a couple amazing movie type videos, and now their subscribers just blew up. So less videos, less vlogs. I will do some type of vlogs, but I need to build the tribe more. So more focused channel. What do you want to see? By the way, let me know in the comments as always. What do you want to see on this channel? What do you want to see more of, less of? What do you like? Of course, I will still be doing street food videos. Street food videos and Amazon videos. Those are popular. How much do you spend on average per month? In Chiang Mai, like 1,000 to 1,500 US. And Bangkok, 2,500 to 3,000 US for a month. How long will you continue? Like I just said, how long will you continue to live the digital nomad lifestyle? I don't know, man. Like, in our world, we meet people who have been traveling for 4 or 5, 7, 8, 10 years. So in our world, it's not that weird. It's you know, like this, it is a lifestyle thing. So I don't see us ever stopping in any time in the near future. It's only going to get easier and easier. I think we're just ahead of our time. I really do think we're ahead of our time. A lot of companies are realizing it, letting their employees want to travel. Their employees sometimes are even more productive when they can work remotely. So I think we're still a little bit ahead of time. If you don't know me, my YouTube channel, well, you're probably on it. Someone asked, best places you visited in Southeast Asia. I just did a video on the 3 main places we've been: Bangkok, Saigon, and Ho Chi Minh, and Chiang Mai. Watch that video. It's right here. Kaboom! I spent like 20 hours editing that, guys, so it does take time. And someone else asked, why is this not more popular? I thought 1/3 of the IS dreams of this. I don't know what they meant by IS. Maybe like computer people, internet people. I don't know, man. Again, we're just ahead of our time. Yeah. What else do we got here? What else do we got? Again, follow me on Snapchat. That's going down. Also this. Okay, so I'm a little bit late to the party. But I watched Chris the Freelancer's video on the thoughts of the digital nomad scam. Again, he posted this 6 months ago, and I'm a little bit late to it. But I will go ahead and I guess do a little rant about this and let you guys know the truth. So the question is, digital nomad scam. Is it a scam? You know, someone just, is the digital normal really legit? Is the digital normal really legit? He meant to say nomad, but this was really cool because this was a 15-year-old kid, I learned, from London, who asked me if it was legit. And so he continues. I was like, what do you mean? He said, like, how do you get your money? Some people assume it's a scam. I'm curious. And then he says, I sell on Amazon. He said, oh, what do you mean? Could you put some sort of tutorial on how to sell on Amazon? So exactly, that was my goal, guys. The truth is, this whole thing, this past 2.5 years, it's all been fake. All this here, this airport, this is all CGI. I never went to the Philippines. I never met Manny Pacquiao. I never rode ostriches in Vietnam. I've actually been working with Amazon and Jeff Bezos just to get more people to sell on Amazon and to make selling on Amazon look like it turns your life into a dream. So yeah, every day I go into the Seattle headquarters and we put up a green screen and I do all these videos, but really nothing you've ever seen on this channel. It's all been faked. So that's the truth, guys, but I had to come clean. I couldn't keep this joke going on for that much longer. So anyways, if you do want to sell on Amazon, we want you to sell on our platform. So yeah, man, it's not real. All of this on this channel, it's all been fake. Plenty of videos, but you know, CGI and computer graphics and special effects, it's all very good these days. So I know it looks real, but yeah, that's the truth, guys. It's all fake. But no, he wanted to know if it's a scam, and let me tell you a little story. I think some people nowadays might think, and I understand why they might think this. They might think that Digital Nomad is like a company, like an MLM company, multi-level marketing, network marketing for people that don't know. One person has asked me this specifically. They said, I don't have the screenshot, but they said, is Digital Nomad like Market America? Now, I don't know what Market America is exactly. I think it's a MLM company, but I totally get why people might have thought that, because we've all gotten the spam messages nowadays, like on Instagram. Like, they'll send a message to your inbox, come see my money-making formula, click here to this link. All that spammy stuff nowadays, I can totally see how someone might think that Digital Nomad is the name of one of those companies. I think there's another one called Laptop Lifestyle. Like, is that a multi-level marketing company? I think it is, because I typed it into YouTube and all the videos were like scam review. That's how you know it's a multi-level marketing company. So let me say this, and Chris the Freelancer summed it up in his video. So go watch his video if you want to learn more, and I'll kind of do a summary of his video in a second here. But Digital Nomad, no one owns that. It's just the easiest way to say location independent entrepreneur, someone who has their own business. I don't make money off of anyone's Amazon business if they students that buy my course and get coaching from me. It's not like a pyramid scheme like that, if people think it's like a pyramid scheme. And Andrew Sunil, another good Chiang Mai homie, also did a video, is Digital Nomad a pyramid scheme? I think what people mean by that is it a multi-level marketing thing? So yeah, I understand why you might think that, but everyone in Chiang Mai has their own business. I don't know anyone, have not met one nomad who's affiliated with a network marketing company. So yeah, everyone has their own business. It's complete legit building a brand. Everyone's building their own shit. It's just a gang, call it a cult if you want, of people who are doing it independently, doing the independent career, starting a small business, and who have the travel bug. Lots of us, thousands of us. Let me go back a little bit, and anyone maybe that is in a multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales type of thing, let me go back to my story. So I've talked about this in podcasts before, but during college summers, I used to do door-to-door sales. I did it for 4 college summers and 2 years corporately after college. So naturally, I was out there knocking doors around Seattle. Shut the bleep up. As I'm here looking at big, massive planes in Seoul, Korea on my layover here, going to Bangkok here in a second. So I was out there knocking doors, and of course someone says, you can see it coming, right? You are a sharp young man. You know, here's my card. Maybe we can work together. And I don't remember what he said. Maybe we can work together. Here's my card. You're a smart young man. Maybe you can work for me. Blah blah blah. meet me at Starbucks tomorrow. Maybe we can make some money together. Some shit, you know. He was prospecting me at the door. So I've been to the meetings. I know what the multi-level marketing is. I've been to the meetings. This was, I think, during college summer, or maybe my first year doing corporate sales, right after college, doing door-to-door. I met this guy at Starbucks the next day after knocking on his door. This was like a dad. Like, they had young kids, like, prospecting me. So I went to the meetings, and there's things that I love about it and things that I hate about it. What I did really get from it is the cash flow quadrant is a book that they give you. It's an audio book. So it taught me it got me into the whole idea of passive income. So I do really think network marketing for that. You know, it sparks the entrepreneurial bug in you. And I've talked to actually a few other Chiang Mai people who have a similar stories. They really got it. The entrepreneurial spark got sparked by someone who was prospecting them for multi-level marketing, which, if you have no idea, has to do with recruiting people onto your sales team, basically, and handing out books about entrepreneurship 101, basically, cash flow quadrant, aka you're never going to be rich being an employee. You want to be a business owner or investor where you have systems running for you that's making money all the time. Because if you're an employee or a specialist, you only have 24 hours of the day. You can only make a certain amount of money. So it's like in school, you don't learn any of that stuff. So going to these network marketing meetings, and I went to 4 different companies, by the way. Yeah, don't need to tell a story there, but I went to 4 different companies, never got really into it. I was just like so blown away that I never learned any of this like investing or like cash flow business entrepreneur skills in college. Now, I didn't have a business major in college. I majored in biochemistry and genetics because I was into science. But we don't learn any of this like entrepreneurship stuff in college. And I mean, I understand why. It's a system. College system is meant to produce awesome employees, not awesome entrepreneurs necessarily. So college was just to, oh my God, I really want to get some passive income. That just made so much sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to be an employee anymore. Continue knocking doors, getting individual sales. I want to set up a system, have people working under me to start getting sales. So every month, mailbox checks just keep coming in. Automatic money, passive income. So flash forward 3 years, and that's what I'm getting now. Every other week we get checks from Amazon, and it's pretty goddamn like clockwork. So this is my message to my past self in network marketing. Like I said, I'm grateful for the people who introduced me to the concepts of cash flow quadrants and the people that sparked my entrepreneurial spirit when I didn't have it in college. But what I would say to my multi-level marketing self is, this is obviously hindsight 2020. I would say, get out of it and go do an online business yourself. Go do private labeling Amazon. Young Riley of 22, fresh graduated college. Obviously, I'm just going to say it to my past self. Start doing where you got to now. Just shortcut the road bump. But in reality, I needed to go through that to get my entrepreneurial spirit sparked, get obsessed with earning passive income. Also, I took a 2-week trip to Thailand around that time, and it got me hooked on the travel bug. I wanted to go live in Thailand, so that combined with finding Johnny on YouTube talking about drop shipping, working online, I was like, oh my God, that makes sense. We can get online income from this, passive, relatively passive income working online, so I can satisfy the passive income and the travel bug thing. So yes, so I guess if you can relate to me, and let's say you're in corporate sales or something, and you're in college or something like that, or fresh after college, and you're involved with network marketing, and you want to be where I'm at, that's my story. That's what I would have said to myself. You can do it yourself these days. Yeah, it's getting easier and easier to do it yourself. Start your own online business. You don't need to be involved in a company. One thing I would also tell myself is, my big goal with passive income was to have the freedom to travel. And when you're involved with a company like that, it's not really location independent as much as I would say having your own freelance businesses. Okay, maybe there are some completely online based, MLM companies, but most of them, it's not really location independent because you have to go to the meetings, you have to go to the conferences and stuff. So I would say if your goal is location independence and travel, although they might say like, yeah, you're gonna be able to travel the world, but you can do it now. That's what I would tell my past self. You can do it now. Just do it. No. Yeah, so that's my little MLM story. Is Digital Nomad a pyramid scheme? Yes, it is a pyramid scheme. Just kidding, guys. Yeah, I'm the head of Digital Nomad LLC. It's a pyramid scheme. Join my team, man. I'm almost diamond. I'm almost double diamond getting these nomads in. Oh my gosh. So here's Chris's video here, and let me just read you my notes on this video. So Chris does a really good video talking his honest thoughts, and obviously it's kind of just what I said. Everyone's doing their own business, but let me just read my notes here. So, one thing that Chris clears up really nicely is, you don't have to quit your job. No one's advocating you to quit your job. It's not good. It's not like we just quit our jobs and came out here and made it work right away. That's not what you should do. That's not what Chris and I want to encourage. Like Chris says, you want to build skills. And you also watch this video about how to be a digital nomad. You build skills, okay? This is a long-term career option. Like, I'm using that word more and more. This is an online career. This is not just something that we're doing short-term for a few years and then go back to a normal career. No. People like Chris and I, we are online business people. We are online entrepreneurs, location-independent entrepreneurs. But that's too long to say, so we just say digital nomad. I would love to start saying location-independent entrepreneur, but it's just a hassle. Are you a sucker if you work a 9-to-5? No, you're not a 9-to-5. And Chris explains this better. I'm just kind of summing up what Chris said in his video, because I would have said the exact same thing. You're not a sucker we all had 9-to-5s. 9-to-5s are awesome. You need to take advantage of your 9-to-5 to save your money to get you to where you want to go. Like, I have two awesome homies. They both have great corporate sales jobs at different companies, and I was just with them literally yesterday saying, like, and they're making more money than they ever have, like 60 to 80 or 100 grand a year in corporate sales money. And you kind of have to come to a point where you just have to decide what you want. I don't know any better way to put it. You have to decide what lifestyle you want. Like, it's not an easy choice, but the time is gonna come. I'm like, bro, he's got a lot of money saved, and I'm like, man, if I'm speaking to myself a couple years ago, I would have said, when I literally had 20 grand saved up, guys, when I was after 2 years of corporate. And what did I do? I went and bought a car for 10 grand. Yeah, dumb. Because that's what you think. That's what you think when you're around all the corporate people. It's like, oh, I'm making more money than you. Gotta have a better car than you. So obviously what I told him is, don't buy a whip. He's got maybe around 20 grand US saved up, similar to me. I'm like, don't buy a whip. You need to take your money and invest in your freedom. Invest some type of passive income. So I was like, man, get into, obviously I can only talk about what I do. Get into Amazon, look for a niche, spend a couple weeks, nights and weekends looking at Amazon.com and find a product that you think you can make better and source it from Alibaba and maybe do a little customization and throw it up there for a test order and invest like $5,000, and if it works, you'll get back $7 to $10, and then you can just keep flipping that. It's like flipping bricks of cocaine. Take your money and flip it. That's what we do online. We buy and sell stuff online. So 9 to 5 is awesome. That's how you got to start. We all got to get through that. But obviously, if you like that and that's what you want to do and you enjoy what you're doing, stay with that. You're not a sucker if you stay with that. But people watching this channel are watching this. People watching like Chris and I's channel, they're watching it because they already know what they want. We're just trying to help them get what they want. So when we talk about this, we're not talking to the career 95 people. So people are like, why are you promoting all this stuff? We're talking to people. We're just trying to help people get where they want to go, because we understand, Chris and I, we understand that it's not easy to do it by yourself. That's why we get enjoyment of creating these communities, people asking us questions for advice, for honest advice and stuff like that. Chris did it with his girlfriend. I did it with my best friend Parker. So we kind of were both on little tag teams. And I know not everyone has that situation. So we're just trying to provide people with our stories to make it as comfortable as possible for people to get what they already want, which is the ability to be location independent, right? So yeah, stable income is great. Take advantage of it. Save it, but you must invest it to live that lifestyle that you want. Invest it in an online business, and you got to start nights and weekends. I don't see any other way to start. Also about YouTube, about blogging about the digital nomad lifestyle. People like Chris and I. Social media is just the surface. And I talk about this before in my video. What's the worst part about the digital nomad lifestyle? It's probably on this page too. Like what you see on this channel is obviously the highlights. We edit every video. Of course you're going to edit out the boring stuff. Of course you're not going to vlog the days that you're not doing anything interesting. That goes without saying. Kind of obvious. Like Chris says, it's not a dream every day. There's those days that you feel lonely. There's those days that you think, wait, what am I doing this for? What am I up pulling an all-nighter editing a freaking video about a night market? What am I doing this all for? There's days that are confusing and lonely, but there's also the days that you're on cloud 9 and you're like, fuck yeah, there's palm trees everywhere. This is great. I'm just taking it easy, living my dream. I got to pinch myself. So we are really, really, really happy compared to our old jobs, but it's not cloud 9 every day, you know. But I said this in a video before. This is a good way to describe it. Like our life before maybe was cloud, 5, 6, 7. The average day, Monday is like a cloud 5. Maybe Friday, Thursday, cloud 6. And then if you have a fun weekend, you're on cloud 7. Out here, it's cloud 8, 9, 10. Or 7, 8, 9. On a daily basis, you're like on cloud 7. You're like fucking feeling good, high on life out here in the land of exotic. Never had to cook for yourself. Warm tropical weather. And then you're at the CrossFit gym and you're feeling great. You're on cloud 8. And then on the weekends, you're doing something really fun, meeting people from all around the world, popping bottles because you can afford to do that. You're on cloud 9. You have those cloud 9 moments out here. But it's not cloud 9 every day. But the stuff we want to share is obviously when we're most excited. When we're excited, people want to share, right? That's why people post on social media, because they're excited about something. And so when people Chris and I share something, it's because we're fucking excited to share it. So we're not going to share when we're not excited, all right? But traveling is exciting. That's why we're kind of doing it. But yeah, it's just the highlights. TV, any form of media is just the highlights. You know, obviously the most entertaining and informative parts. And Chris talks about have low expectations. You know, a lot of things are anticlimactic if you have too high of expectations. If you're going to quit your job and come out here and live the digital nomad lifestyle, have low expectations. So it's not anticlimactic. If you're just starting your business, your first couple projects are probably going to fail. Our first 3 projects failed. Try it again. Tried another product. We tried dropshipping. We tried affiliate marketing. We tried one Amazon product that failed, and then the second one ended up being good. And also Chris talks about money isn't everything. And which is true. You know, people talk about money in the blogs. They talk about you guys aren't making shit. A classic comment is scraping by. The haters that obviously are having issues. You guys are scraping by out there. While I'm here, I'm making $100,000 a year. Obviously, not 1 in 1,000 people comment that, but it's not all about money. And read the 4-Hour Work Week and watch my essay to the 4-Hour Work Week, posting very soon. It's not all about money. It's about life-work balance. It's about doing work that you're good at and enjoy. These are my notes from Chris's talk. It's about matching up your abilities with what you can bring to the world. Exactly. Choose the right business that's right for you. Not everyone has to do Amazon or dropshipping. Look into all the different location-independent options and choose the one that's best for you, whether it's graphic design type stuff or freelance consulting type stuff, or do you not give a shit and you want to do Amazon? Pick the business that's right for you. There's no one solution for everyone. Choose the one that's right for you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to want to build a career out of this. So in order to scale it, you're going to want to at least kind of enjoy it. You know, it's not going to be ideal every time. You know, the Amazon business selling widgets online, that can get kind of non-exciting sometimes, but ideally you find a product that you're kind of into, so something that you can at least enjoy. You build a brand that you can enjoy building, a business that you can enjoy building. And Chris also points out that it's true that digital nomad, online people, traveling entrepreneurs, again, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the same normal career aspects apply. Like, you can still take a internet business and scale it big and have a big, you know, make a difference in the world, make an impact. You can still have a big career and do it from your laptop. You know, you can still start a big business. And you can always, like Anton did, he's got a big office. You can always get an office if your company gets to that point and you want to have a home base office. You can always do that when your company grows. But some people are not most productive at work. Employers are realizing this. So it's also building your resume. You know, that's one aspect of international experience, is employers are more apt to hiring people who maybe haven't worked in the traditional corporate sector but have been building online skills, building digital skills, while at the same time getting international experience. So yeah, he also exporting part 1. He also talks about online courses. His honest advice: online courses. Do your own research. You might fail a few times, probably will. Yeah, about online courses. Yeah, do your own research. Pick the online course that's right for you. Me speaking personally, because I do have an online course, people that are members of my course want to work with me because they want to work with me. But work with whoever you want to work with. So yeah, do your research before you buy an online course, for sure. There's a lot of people out there that think a lot of online courses are together. Back in 2013, we paid $500 for it. So that's how we got started. So we're huge fans of online courses. And people asked me to make a course. That's why I made the online course. I even just thought of today, I should make a people ask me questions all the time. So this guy's like, I see what you mean. Could you have some sort of tutorial on how to sell to Amazon? So that's making me think sometimes is I'm not communicating the fact that I have an Amazon course. So I'm going to do more video Amazon coaching. That is my unique value that I can provide to the world because that's my experience. I tried it out and that's my full-time job, quote-unquote job now. It's very, very relatively passive. It's not easy. It takes a good chunk investment and a lot of products fail. But hey, we made it. All I'm saying is that's my story. And so here's just 3 random people that have sent me messages in the last week. This is August 1st through 5th. This guy says, I really want to follow your steps. Thanks so much for sharing your lifestyle to inspire people like me. So that's some real talk right there. Honestly, one of the people that send me messages like this makes it twice as fun, like I said, and meaningful to be sharing all of this stuff. And then Rich is like, yo, it's been a year since you put me on to the life and I'm just making just about 1 to 2K a month, able to live free, make beats, and lucid dream. He's into lucid dreaming. Interesting stuff. If I was actually on the Joe Rogan podcast, we would go down that wormhole right now. But that's fucking that's so fucking dope because we wanted it so bad. I can relate to all these people so well because we were exactly you just 3 years ago. I know it sounds corny as fuck, but and then this dude's like, I can feel the tides changing. We had just hit our first 1 year mark on Amazon. He's talking about can't really picture life before. This dude is traveling the Maldives, like absolutely crazy. And just because these people stumbled on a YouTube video and found out about Amazon or whatever the heck it was through my channel, whether they get paid coaching from me or not, like it's just dope either way, just to see people that take it and run with it and do it. So yeah, that's super dope. So coming up on an hour here, let's get into one question that was actually a comment on Chris the Freelancer's video about the scam, and I pasted the comment here. So basically, people were saying, why did people like Johnny, why do they teach their business method? If they're like, if he's found, someone was like, if I found a pot of gold, I would not be making a course on where to find it. And that logic is just simply flawed. That logic just does not make sense. So I was typing a comment response and I came up with this analogy. And Chris here from my apartment in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Watch that video. And so having a dropshipping course is not like, or an Amazon course for that matter, is not like teaching where to find the pot of gold. And what I realized, a good analogy is, it's like not like finding a pot of gold. It's like finding a planet made of gold. It's like finding a whole separate planet that is very rich in gold. And the course that he's selling, what you're doing is selling the plans, or selling how you made your mining equipment. Because one person, one company, whether it be Johnny or me or anyone, t-shirts to little rings to iPhone cases to wallets. So people like Johnny and me, they're like, why would you want more competition by getting people more into it? We're not competing. Everyone in a different niche is in it. Like finding a pot of gold and selling a treasure map on how to find it. This is because there are literally 1 million e-commerce product niches, so it's more like finding a planet of gold and teaching a course on how to build a tractor, which costs money. And sellers like Johnny FD only have a limited amount of capital to build so many tractors. It's impossible to mine the whole planet, every e-commerce niche. So might as well tell people about something that has changed his life, right? Key point. And here's another key point, guys. He is a blogger. And people asked him to coach him about dropshipping. So that's why influencers create courses, because their audience asks them for consulting. It's not like he's a random guy who thinks he's the best e-commerce marketer in the world. But he does make money doing it, and he is a content creator. So there you go, guys. Some magic happens and he creates content that dozens of people are asking for, and he charges for it. Oh my God, you're not supposed to charge for things that are invisible. Can't do that. That's never been done before. So, and then people complain that entrepreneurs are charging for information products. Like, read the 4-Hour Workweek, man. Information products are great. I actually recommend to everyone out there that's testing different business ideas, if you have some sort of audience or some sort of skill, make some sort of, figure out what your audience wants from you and make some sort of ebook or video course or product, information product. There's no wait to it. There's no shipping time. It's instant. It can be passive. Of course, you want to build a tribe, a community, everything like that. But I'm trying to balance our physical product and our digital products world. So yeah. What else do we have here? That's coming up on an hour of good Q&A. Yeah, at the end of the day, we just want to help people get what they want. People like Chris and I. Yeah, just want to help people. You know, sometimes it takes a little nudge. Sometimes it takes a little kick in the butt. A little kick in the butt to get where they want to go. You already know where you want to go coming to this channel. You already know you want to be traveling, location independent, online business. We're just trying to give you a nudge. It's not that crazy. Give it a try. You know, obviously, it's not going to work all the time, the first time, but just for example, let's say our business fizzled out, you know, last month or something, and our whole business blew up, done. You know, at the end of the day, we would have had the funnest 2.5 years in our life. Period. No one can take that away from us. And we would have just gone back home and got an apartment and got a corporate sales job and tried to save up. And that's actually another really common question to end it with. How much money do I need to start an Amazon business? And how much money do I need saved before coming out to Thailand? And I would say, looking back, talking to my past self, I would have saved up 20 grand USD. That would give me some time to maybe take a couple months off and figure out my online business. Ideally, you're still working nights and weekends while you have your corporate job to figure out your online business, but that's easier said than done. Sometimes it's really, really hard to balance those two. So I would ideally save up 20K, talking to my past self, and then start an Amazon test or have cash flow of a couple thousand or more. But ideally, if you're getting into Amazon, because that's what I can talk about best, ideally don't expect to take any profits from your business in the first 6 months or a year. Those people in my past self, save up 20 grand and then invest it in your online business. And if I'm talking to my past